Hello everyone. Today I bring you an interesting and very tasty and unique recipe, and that is crabs biryani. And this recipe is a favorite for all non-veg biryani lovers. And this is easy to make also. And I'm here sharing this recipe with all the tips so that even beginners also can easily try this. And trust me, this is really, really tasty. And most of the times you don't get to find this biryani in most of the restaurants or hotels, but not to worry because we have the recipe now. You might have tasted a lot of other biryanis like prawns biryani, mutton chicken biryani, and fish biryani also. But trust me, this is really, really tasty. And you might have tasted curries or fry with crabs, but trust me, give this biryani a try. I'm sure you'll love it. And crabs are rich in calcium, and it's really good once in a while if you take this crabs. Now it's time to get into the recipe. Here I've taken crabs thoroughly cleaned, finally with a squeeze of lemon so that you don't get any fishy smell. And here I've taken crabs of small size. If you wish, you can make this into two pieces also. That will actually get the flavor inside the crabs. And these are ready now. Here I've taken three medium-sized onions finely chopped, make sure of that, and two ripened tomatoes puree, and handful of curry leaves, and one complete lemon, and two green chilies slit. And you need ginger garlic paste and handful of coriander leaves. And this is the biryani masala, which actually gives a lot of flavor to the biryani. And I'm giving the list of ingredients and the process mentioning in the description. Anyhow, I'll be telling you once. You need 3 spoons of coriander seeds, 1 spoon of fennel seeds, 1 spoon of cumin seeds, half spoon black peppercorns, 4 cloves and 1 inch cinnamon and 2 cardamom or ilachi, 1 star anise and 5 dry red chillies, 1 spoon stone flour or biryani flour, and bay leaf or biryani leaf. You need to dry roast all these and finally let them cool down, and adding a small piece of nutmeg and finally grind it into a very, very fine powder, and your biryani masala powder is ready. Here I have taken basmati rice, 4 cups of basmati rice, and cleaned it thoroughly twice, and then we need to soak the rice for at least half an hour. Now taking a pan, switch on the flame, add some oil, and once the oil is hot, adding the chopped onions. And your onion should be finely chopped, make sure of that. Keep sauteing it. Adding some salt will actually help you to fry the onions very quickly, and keep sauteing it until they turn out translucent. At this point, adding 1/4 spoon of turmeric and 2 spoons of ginger garlic paste. And your ginger garlic paste should be fresh one that actually adds a lot of flavor. Now saute it until there is no raw smell of it. Now adding slit green chilies and handful of curry leaves, and saute it until you get the nice aroma out of it. Now we are adding 1 spoon of red chili powder and 1 spoon of Kashmiri red chili powder. This is not intense in spice but adds a lot of color to the dish. If you don't have this, that's okay. It's purely optional. You can add a bit more red chili powder. That's okay. And adding the biryani masala powder just we have made, that is of 1 spoon, and adding some salt. Do not over add salt. Later we can adjust. Now saute all these spice powders for at least 2 minutes until the oil starts separating. Sauteing this way can actually help you to get rid of all the raw smell of these spice powders. Now you can see the oil is separating. Now at this point, adding tomato puree. Now saute it for at least 2 to 3 minutes until there is no raw smell of this puree, and the oil also should start separating. See, the oil is separating from this. At this point, adding the crabs and give a gentle mix so that all the crabs are coated with this gravy. Cover the lid and cook it on a very low flame for at least 5 minutes. Now adding enough amount of water so that all the crabs are within the water. Now cover the lid and again cook it for at least 10 minutes. Now at this point you can check for the salt by tasting the gravy, and if you need you can adjust. Now adding the same biryani masala powder, 1 spoon and give it a gentle mix. Again, cover the lid, cook it for another 10 minutes until no gravy is left and all the crabs are covered with this masala gravy. And actually, the crabs will absorb all the flavors of this gravy base and the spice powders. Again, finally adding 1 spoon of the same masala powder, 1 spoon, and finely chopped coriander. Give it a good mix and switch off the flame and keep it aside. And now your crabs are ready for the biryani. We need 1 inch cinnamon, 4 cloves, and 2 ilachi or cardamom, 1 black cardamom, 1 star anise, and 1 small piece of nutmeg, and 1 spoon of stone flour or biryani flour, 2 bay leaves or biryani leaves, and 1 Indian caper. This is 4 green chillies, handful of mint and coriander finely made into paste by adding some salt. Now taking a wide open shallow bottom pan, switch on the flame, add some oil, and once the oil is hot, adding all the biryani spices into it, saute it for a moment until you get the nice aroma. Do not burn the spices. Now adding the green chili, coriander and mint paste. Saute it for at least 2 to 3 minutes until the oil starts separating. Adding some rock salt here that will actually enhance the flavor. Saute it for a moment. Now adding 2 spoons of freshly grinded ginger garlic paste. Saute it until there is no raw smell and you get the nice aroma out of it. This will take at least 2 minutes. And adding 1 spoon of coriander powder and saute it for a moment. This doesn't take much time. And immediately add the water. Here for 4 cups of rice, that is for 400 grams of rice, I have taken 7.5 cups of water. That is because already we have taken basmati rice and that too they are soaked for half an hour. We have reduced the quantity of water by half cup. At this point, you need to check with the salt, and the water should be a bit salty. Only then rice cooked, you get the perfect saltiness for the rice. Adding 1 complete lemon squeeze and give it gentle mix and cover the lid and cook on the high flame until the water should be rolling boiling. Now lower the flame, adding the rice which is totally drained. Now give it a very gentle mix, otherwise there is chances that rice will break. And then adding 1 spoon of clarified butter or ghee and give it a very gentle mix. Cover the lid and continue cooking on high flame for at least 10 minutes. And now after 10 minutes, you don't have any water on the top layer, but underneath you can find some water. At this point, putting a heavy bottom pan and put this biryani pan on top of it. This is a double heating process and make a pocket like this. And we should add all the crabs into it. Here we have taken 400 grams of rice for 500 grams of crabs and cover all the crabs like this with the rice and gently press all this so that you get a very even layer on the top and all the crabs are covered with the rice. Now we are adding brown onions on the top of this so that it adds a lot of flavor to this biryani. Finely sliced onions deep fried in the oil, then you get this brown onions. You can store this and use whenever you want once you prepare them. And once you layer them with the brown onions, cover the lid. Put that on high flame for 2 minutes because your bottom pan also should be heated. Now put some weight and lower the flame and continue cooking on low flame for 5 minutes and do not open the cover and leave it for at least 20 minutes aside. If you do open so, your rice will turn out very mushy and soggy. After 20 minutes, see, the rice has turned out very flaky. Your biryani will taste good only if the rice is flaky, and here the texture of the rice is perfect, color is perfect, and the crabs are perfectly cooked. The aroma is perfect. Give this recipe a try and let me know in the comments. I'm sure you'll love it. It's that tasty. If you like this video and recipe, please like and share. And for such interesting recipes, please do subscribe my channel Healthy Flavors. Do try my recipes and let me know in the comments. Here I have served this biryani with onions and lemon. See the color It's totally colorful and yummy. Here I've served this biryani with biryani gravy or salan. This is also very tasty. Even I'll share this recipe later with you. And the combination is totally yummy. See the texture, it's totally perfect. The color is also perfect. Give this recipe a try. With this salan and then squeeze of lemon, this biryani will taste really yum. Catch you guys with one more interesting recipe. Until then, stay healthy, happy. Thank you.